that knocking at the door. Don't let him in unless you're sure it's not the boogeyman, it's just your own little piece of lonely. A cold steel wind, a frozen fire underneath your skin. You're born and you own a little piece of lonely, lonely. I own a piece of lonely, lonely, just a little amazed that before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in the grave. Still I'll always be a slave to a little piece of love. No shadow ghost, no demon wild, no sweet Madonna's holy child. First Jesus wept, but then he smiled, he was face to face with lonely. Preacher, preacher, save my soul, help me, am I on your judgment scroll? Things would be different if I could control my little piece of lonely. I own a piece of lonely, lonely, just a little amazed that before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in the grave. Still I'd always be a slave to a little piece of love. Like a bullfrog in an old farm pond, so many lily pads to rest upon. Hey, it ain't much, but I get along, me and my little piece of lonely. Late into the evening and on into the night, morning of singing out with all its might. Is this a singing of the rain or of his life or of a little piece of lonely? Piece of lonely, lonely, just a little amazed. But before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in the grave. Still I'll always be a slave to a little piece of love. Lonely by Bob Lucas.